everyone and welcome back to my channel. So as it says from the title, I'm going to be doing a little bit more of a serious video today, but not so serious. It's more of an advice video and just letting you know my eczema story. Just so I can help people out there, because I'm at a place now where I'm able to control and handle my eczema. So I'm really hoping that if anyone has a similar condition to me out there, that this video will help them and just give you a new lease of life, because I know that it really used to get me down and it was something that I really hated about myself. Yeah, it did really used to get me down. So I just want to talk you through the type of eczema that I have, show you a few pictures, and then tell you some of the ways I cope and handle my eczema. So my eczema specifically targets my hands, and it's a specific type that will only go on your hands or your feet. I don't get it anywhere else in my body, thank goodness. I mean, if I had it other places, like I've got friends who have it in the, you know, crevices of your elbows and like in your backs of your knees and things like that, or all over their body, and that's just horrible. But mine was on my hands, and it was just like having old lady hands. Like I couldn't open them, I couldn't put them in water, you know, even doing things like using shampoos and things like that used to sting, and even now they're still not like 100% better, but they are so much more manageable than they used to be. I'll put some pictures of what they were like at their worst. I used to experience blisters which had loads of pus in them, and there used to be like cracks when they would start bleeding, and I would just subconsciously scratch my hands to death in the night, so much so that I'd wake up with blood all over my sheets from my hands just constantly bleeding from me scratching them, because they were so unbearably itchy. It was just so hard and so tempting to scratch them. So this is my worst hand really. This is what it looks like. So I don't know whether you can see, there are some extremely dry patches still, and they do look, obviously they don't look particularly soft, but they are blister free and they are scratch free, which is amazing. So the major thing that I think brought on the eczema and brought it back, or especially gave it flare-ups, was stress. Whenever I'm stressed, I scratch, and whenever I'm stressed, things just start appearing, and they appear on my hands. Now, the ways I try and keep my stress down is, you know, by making sure that I have some time in the day to myself, just to breathe and just to relax and fully like just appreciate the time and space to myself. If I'm really stressed, everything just seems to go wrong with my body, but eczema is one of them. Another thing that really triggers the eczema is drinking too much milk or eating too many lactose products. So that's cheese or yogurt, not really butter. Butter I seem to be okay with, but just any kind of heavy lactose product in general does seem to trigger my eczema. Now what I have alternatively is I have Alpro Soya, so this is soya milk, and I really struggle. This is the struggle, because I would love to be able to just have that as a complete milk substitute, but I really struggle to have it on things like cereal, and in cups of tea and stuff like that, you know. So if you do have anything that tastes a little bit more like milk but without as heavy lactose content, or, you know, another milk substitute that's good on cereals, then please let me know, because I love soy milk for coffee, absolutely love it, but everything else I really struggle with. But yeah, without rambling, this is what I drink instead of milk. And I don't drink milk from the glass. Like, I've never been into milk, but if I do have anything milk based, it will be with soya milk. So another thing that I was saying before really triggers my eczema is using harsh chemical soaps and shampoos and conditioners, and even things like Lush products sometimes just really dry out my skin, which is not what I need for my eczema, because my skin is obviously dry anyway. So one of the products that I have mentioned in my June favourites is Sanex, and Sanex is a 0% product, so paraben-free, colorant-free and soap-free product, specifically designed for people with sensitive skin. And I would find that obviously due to the scratching and all the bleeding in my hands and just the open sores, that when I would use the normal shampoo that I'd have or the normal body wash, it would sting so much and just dry my hands out, just to the point that I couldn't even like open my hands like this. It was impossible. So I've switched to Sanex and I've noticed a huge improvement. I still can't find a shampoo and conditioner substitute, so if you do know of any shampoos and conditioners designed specifically for eczema or sensitive skin, then please let me know in the comments, because making one change has definitely helped, but I need to start using kind of more sensitive other products like shampoos and conditioners, as I was saying before. But yeah, so that's another thing that's massively helped my skin, and that's another thing that massively irritates my skin. So now I'm going to talk you through some of the products that have really helped me go from this picture I'm going to show you now of what my eczema was like before, to these hands, which are still dry but essentially eczema free. So yeah, it got to a point where normal moisturisers were not working and I had to go to the doctors and get a steroid cream, and the one that they gave me is called Elecon. So it's, yeah, Elecon, so it's this cream here. It's a steroid cream and you have to get it from a doctor, but you apply it once a day, and I used to apply it in the evening before I went to sleep and put on some white gloves. So these are cotton, just plain cotton white gloves. I'm sure you can pick them up from anywhere, but these would seriously stop me from scratching. I mean, at my worst, when I was really, really stressed and my eczema was so bad, I would find that I'd take these off in the middle of the night and start scratching again. But with the cream combined with the gloves, it has made a huge difference. So once you get to the point of no return, definitely go and see your doctor, because, you know, I think if I didn't use the steroid cream, my hands would be exactly the same and I wouldn't be any further forward. So yeah, definitely go and get yourself a steroid cream if nothing else works for you. So obviously steroid creams are not for long-term use because they do have a lot of side effects and they're very, very strong medication. So in the meantime, when I'm not using the steroid cream, I use Diprobase, which comes in this massive, massive tube. It's just got a pump on the top and it's just a very, very thick, lovely moisturiser that I keep by my bed. So if I do feel like my hands are getting a bit dry at night, I'll just put a little bit on, rub it in, and then put the gloves on again. So yeah, Diprobase, again, another thing that you can get from the doctors. Yeah, I'm not sure whether you can buy it or not. Like, all of mine have been on prescription, but yeah, this has massively helped. But obviously beforehand it wasn't enough to get rid of the infection in my hands as well. Another thing that I've been using for my face, and essentially then obviously my hands, because I do use a moisturiser for my face, is Cetaphil. So this is a moisturising lotion for sensitive or dry skin, and I use this on my face, but it's also been really helpful for my hands as well. So when, obviously, before I put my makeup on, I put some on my hands and then rub it all over my skin, because I have had dry skin before. It's now gone really oily and weird, but that's another story. But obviously, by putting it on my face, it's also going into my hands. And yeah, that really, really helps when I get out of the shower, because the water's really drying. So I put a little bit of the Cetaphil on, and that really, really helps my eczema. And like I said, it is clinically proven to bind water to the skin and prevent moisture loss. Yeah, and it's fragrance free and yeah, everything free, so another amazing product for eczema and sensitive skin. The final moisturising cream that I want to mention for when I'm out and about is actually a homeopathic cream called Graphites cream. So it's a 100% natural product, and it's for dermatitis. Now, it's handbag size, so I pop this in my handbag before work, or just when I'm out and about, and if I feel like my hands are getting dry, I pop a little bit of this on my hands, and it's definitely made a difference when I'm out. especially because I'm a waitress, so I'm like polishing cutlery, and whenever I get like food on my hands or I'm picking up a plate, I have to wash my hands, so I'm constantly in water. So yeah, having this on me has been a massive lifesaver, and like I said, it's a homeopathic cream, so it's 100% natural. I'm not sure where you can get it from because my mum got this for me, but yeah, definitely look up graphite cream if you want something that's really natural and lovely. So I just want to talk a little bit about like the personal sides of having eczema on my hands and how it made me feel, just so if people are experiencing something similar, you know that you're not alone, because I would wake up and obviously have bleeding, horrible, old, granny looking hands and just think, I'm 20 years old, why have I not got beautifully soft skin? And it would really get me down, and I would have such down days about my eczema, and obviously that would make it a lot worse because I was stressing about it. So when I stressed about it, I'd scratch more and blah blah blah, and then it's just like a vicious cycle. So yeah, if you do have a skin problem, you know, whether it be acne or eczema or dermatitis or anything like that, psoriasis, it can affect you emotionally in a massive way. Like, I wouldn't want to hold anyone's hand. People would look at it and go, oh, you know, what's wrong with your hands and stuff. And it really does affect you. And yeah, I just want to let people know that, you know, it happens to a lot of people. Like, you may not be able to see it because obviously it's not here and it doesn't affect anything, like, as you look at me for like from the outset, but it's still there and it's still going on up here. So yeah, you're not alone if you do have skin problems, and there's always help forums and people to talk to, and just like let your voice be heard that you are struggling and you are feeling affected by your skin conditions, because it is always nice to have someone to speak to. And I know that I like bottled up how affected I actually was by it, and I think that definitely made it worse. So yeah, I think it's very much an emotional thing as well as being physical, because obviously your body does hold things if you're feeling emotion. So yeah, definitely talk to someone about it if you are experiencing these things, and hopefully once you let the emotion out, things will start happening and things will start going your way, and I did that and I'm so much happier, and as a result my hands are so much better. So I think that's pretty much everything that I want to talk to you about today on the eczema front. I am going to probably do a video about IBS. That has a massive hold over my life as well, but if you have any other things you want me to discuss or any questions, then please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I love answering your comments and your questions, and even if you want me to do a Q&A or whatever about it, then just leave them in the comments below. That's where it's for. If you did like this video, then leave it a big thumbs up just so I know that you guys are enjoying my content. And if you are new, welcome. Please subscribe. It would mean so much to me to know that you guys want to continue watching my videos. So I know this is a bit different and it's not as happy as usual, but I hope it has helped some people, and I really want to make sure that I am producing content that is also helpful and informative, and especially since this is something that's so personal to me, I really just wanted to voice it on my channel, and maybe with the hope of helping some of you guys. So that's it for this video. I'm sorry if I rambled quite a lot, but I will see you next time in another video. Love you lots. Bye!